African Safari Wildlife Park is a wild experience with over 800 exotic animals. Our drive-through safari features giraffes, zebras, deer, elk, alpacas, and even white bison, all of which you can feed right from your vehicle. Walk on the wild side with a Zoo-It-All pass and feed kangaroos, porcupines, tortoises, and rabbits. Step into our aviary adventure and hand-feed budgies for a memorable experience. Check out our live educational shows or ride a camel. Create memories that will last a lifetime at the Ohio Safari Park, African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton.
Nashville's coming to Jackson. Don't miss the Iron Man kickoff with Nashville's November Blue, playing their original hits, along with some country rock classics, live at Stockroom 601 on Thursday, August 19th from 9 to 11. Make sure you don't miss the BOGO Burger Special, keeping the kitchen open till 11 p.m. This Thursday at Stockroom 601, November Blue.
Well, happy hump day.
Happy hump day.
Thanks.
You know what that means? Camels.
Camels. Dromedaries.
Dromedaries. We're going to be talking camels today.
We are. We're going to be talking camels and lions, tigers, bears. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, my. So much fun.
Yeah. So welcome to the morning show. We're so happy to have you here with us today. And because Mr. James went to the Columbus Zoo on Friday, we thought it would be fun to do a zoo-themed kind of show today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yay.
Yeah.
And being the photographer and all-around media guy that you are, you took some pictures.
Yeah, we've got pictures.
I mean, this is like show and tell and stuff.
Yeah, sort of.
So at the Columbus...
He's even sporting a shirt today.
He is. So it's a really cool shirt.
You can't, I don't know if you can see it, but I got on my manatee socks. All the merch.
Why don't I have manatee socks?
Because you didn't go to the Columbus Zoo last weekend and buy too much stuff at the gift shop like I did.
Why didn't you bring us all back manatee socks? I mean, Courtney bought me Peeps socks.
Can I use the company credit card for manatee socks, Courtney?
Sure. I mean, I don't see why not.
That in.
Yeah.
I can see the call now.
Yeah.
From the main office.
It's like, do you have a receipt for this?
But everyone wanted manatee socks, and it's part of our uniform here.
Employee morale.
I like it.
Yep.
Who doesn't love a sea cow?
I don't know. Like,
do you know?
People I don't want to be around.
I'm right. I am very disappointed that I have not been to the Columbus Zoo since they did the manatee exhibit, and I would have to think that they are probably the cutest things ever.
It's probably my favorite thing there. Is it's just, I don't know, they're just funny animals.
Yeah,
and it's a cool
they're
like
just big docile.
Yeah, the enclosure's cool, and there's like some weird little birds just kind of running in there, you know, just kind of like doing their own thing,
just chilling.
Yeah, they're funny.
That's awesome. And so I really would like to go and see the manatees, and they're just such big, you're right.
Big
goofy
cow.
Like, they call them sea cows.
Right. What purpose do they serve in like the greater like ecosystem? I mean, I'm sure that they like eat something that's like bad for something or whatever, but they're really just big floating cows.
Yeah. But they're so cute.
They are. They really are.
I don't know. What is the purpose of a manatee on this earth?
I don't know.
For just our pure enjoyment.
Just for us to say how cute they are?
I think so.
I'm digging it.
But if you enjoy all the stuff that we're talking about today, we have tickets to the Columbus Zoo, and we also have passes to the African Safari Park in Port Clinton that we're going to be giving away.
That's right.
And we'll talk about that a little bit more later, maybe.
So if you're thinking about going to the zoo, taking the kids, as school starts, this would probably be a good time to go.
Today's the first day of school, so if you're looking for like something to blow off steam on that first weekend after school, I think that'd be a good trip.
It would be great. Or if you have the little ones that aren't in school yet, this would be a great time to take them, as you know, a lot of the older kids will be in school and it won't be maybe as busy.
Yep.
So is the Columbus Zoo open year round or
As far as I know, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, they have that big Christmas thing at
Yeah,
the
and they
zoo,
have a
which is
Halloween
really
thing
cool.
too, or they used to.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do or not.
Yeah, they still do Boo in the Zoo, where they give the animals like pumpkins to play with, and you can take your kids.
Do they
Dressed
still do
up
like
and-
haunted houses and stuff? Because I can remember going there like on a weekend and like going
Oh.
through. They had several haunted houses, and they had some of the
I've
rides
never-
open.
I've never been to that. Like, Kings Island was more the kind of like
Yes,
amusement park type thing that everybody wanted to do
Yes.
for Halloween.
that was crazy too.
Yeah.
I went there once. It was literally, I'm not joking, like 32 degrees outside,
Mm-hmm.
and we rode the Beast like 42 times in a row.
Yeah.
And I've never been so cold in my life. But when do you get the opportunity to literally go on the Beast, get off the Beast, get right back on the Beast?
Right.
Like, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Except for it was really cold.
Yeah. Well, is it when it's warmer, it's a smoother ride, right?
That would make sense.
Yeah. I think that's what they say because it's all wooden, right?
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
Beast is all wooden.
Yeah.
It definitely beats the tar
Right.
out of you.
The first time I rode, I mean, I had bruises all over my hips and stuff.
Yeah, but there's some purity to these old wooden roller coasters that I think people enjoy too.
Well, isn't it the only one that's left now?
I don't know. There was the one at Cedar Point. Did they take it down?
I don't know. Because there was Beast and Son of Beast, right?
Yeah, Son
And
of
they
Beast
were
never
both-
worked right.
And they were both wooden, right?
Yeah, but
and
they
Son of Beast is like closed now.
they tore it down.
Yeah, so
Like it never worked.
so I think Beast is the only like, wooden.
No, the racers are wooden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the backwards racer was when I realized that I get severe motion sickness.
Oh, no.
So we, when I was in college, we had a like if you're in a sorority or fraternity or whatever, you had formals,
Yeah.
kind of like a prom.
Uh-huh.
The end, and so our sorority formal we did it at Kings Island, and then one of the hotels. So we went to Kings Island during the day,
Yeah.
and then went to the hotel and had a dance or whatever that night. And I got on the backwards racer. So they took, like, if you don't know, at Kings Island they have these twin roller coasters that go side by side, and they took one of them and turned around backwards, so you can either ride frontwards or backwards. I got off that thing. I literally looked in the mirror and I was green. I never have I ever experienced that, nor do I ever want to again. So I was like,
That's it.
no more.
Done with that.
Jen's done with the backwards racer. Don't ever attempt to do that again. So yeah, there we go. But so tell us a little bit about your zoo trip,
Well,
and then we've got to figure out how to give these tickets away
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
well, it's just a fun family trip. Took my nephew, who's about 3.
Yeah, so he's just a little guy.
Yeah, so he really enjoys it,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
he got to feed a giraffe, which was
What?
pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. For like $10, they give you like a big thing of lettuce.
Wait, the lettuce?
Yeah, it's just like a head of lettuce.
Can you not bring
basically.
your own lettuce for
No,
less than
you-
$10?
No, I think you have to pay for their lettuce.
Zoo approved lettuce.
Yeah.
BYOL
Yeah,
at the Columbus Zoo?
yeah.
No.
No, I don't think that's a thing. I think you got to use theirs.
You got to use their lettuce.
But it is a really funny kind of setup because you go up this like ramp and there's this kind of like wooden deck that's like up high, so it's like eye level with
Well, yeah,
the
because they're like
giraffes,
way
'cause they're
taller
so
than we
tall.
are. Yeah.
right. So like I don't know, it's just funny. You go up there and then there's just people with like big like igloo coolers full of lettuce, and it's it's set up sort of like a concession stand that you would see like mid park. But they're selling lettuce, and it's just funny, and it's just kids up there just going nuts. And it's just once you get your lettuce, it kind of becomes
There it is.
It kind of becomes a little bit of a free for all. But yeah, you can see them.
Is that your nephew?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, look at him.
Yeah. You can't really appreciate the size of the tongue. There you go.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that. I thought I put one in there.
That
where
is-
his tongue was a little bit more intense.
He doesn't even look like he's scared of it. Like if that thing came out at me, I'd be terrified.
He had done it before.
Oh, okay.
So he knew what to expect. That giraffe's name was Clinton, I think,
Okay.
or Clint, something like that. Yeah.
Didn't you say, or was that a different group of animals where there was just like the one that was the glutton and all the other ones were like, whatever, man, I'm done with the lettuce.
So there was a whole bunch of giraffes there, and there's only like maybe 3 of them that were walking up to eat. And the lady said that so that area back behind him is like a big open field with like giraffes and zebras and ostriches and
Okay.
anything that won't kill each other kind of in there together.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And one of the ladies that worked there said, like, sometimes the ostriches will start acting really strange, and that distracts the giraffes because they like to watch the ostriches.
It's like built-in entertainment.
Yeah, so when, like, the ostriches are doing something weird, the giraffes won't come eat because they just want to watch the ostriches.
Hey. What?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever floats their boat, man. So, literally, they sell lettuce at the zoo for you to feed
Yep.
the giraffes. There
Feed
they
those
are.
guys right there. Yeah, so you can see the 2 ostriches back behind them there a little bit.
They're like, hey, man, how
Yeah.
can we entertain this
So
giraffe?
Yeah, so he's probably walking over there to, like, check out what they're doing.
Oh, man. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, one of the most traumatic things that ever happened to me in my life, in my childhood, was
Oh, no.
So there used to be, I don't know if you remember this or not. Do you remember Noah's Ark?
Like the replica of Noah's Ark that's somewhere here in Ohio? Or
Noah's
oh, no,
Ark.
Courtney does.
It was like a little kid's.
It's out by
A mu-
Splashdown.
Yeah.
Okay, I do
Noah's
remember
Noah's Ark
that.
Animal Park.
I do remember
Yes.
that when I was really little.
So it was here in like Jackson, between
Yeah.
Jackson and Wellston, and the Byler family had that, and it was like a zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember when I was little, I went up to the stupid emu,
Oh, no.
which is like an ostrich. I don't know the difference between an
I
ostrich
think
and an emu.
I think emus are smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I walked up to it, and that sucker bit the tar out of my finger, and I was like pouring blood, and I'm like,
Oh, my.
luckily my Aunt Ruthie was with us, and she whipped out a Band-Aid as cool aunts do, and stitched me all up,
Yeah.
and I was good. But so I have this like whole like
Yeah,
fear of
just fear
emus now.
emu.
I mean, they've got like really sharp beaks. Like that sucker just like went after me. So yeah, and I'm thinking if it bit me, I wonder how many
Yeah.
other people it bit
Oh,
along the way.
One of my high school friends, she had a childhood trauma. She got headbutted by a goat when she was little. And
Goats,
it just,
man.
And it just stuck with her forever.
I can see that.
Just had no interest in being around a goat ever again after that.
I'm going to tell you, I agree with her 100% because that was my only other second childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I was in a petting zoo
Oh,
when
wow.
I was little, and I was in there by myself, and the goat started chewing on my shorts, and I couldn't get away from it. And I'm just standing there crying, and this goat is like eating my shorts.
Nice.
And I remember it to this day, like you're little and you're like, I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. Like, I mean, if it were today, I'd just punch it in the head and like be done with it. But
Well, be prepared. Hopefully, this doesn't send you into the fetal
Oh, no.
position.
so I'm a little bit nervous.
Well,
Oh,
I do
boy.
believe that is an ostrich, not an emu.
Okay,
But
we'll go with ostrich. But look at those beaks. I mean, they're nasty. Yes, and they can bite.
so when we went to the wilds a couple years ago, which
Mm-hmm.
is like the wild animal park, similar to what the African safari park is,
Okay.
where you like drive through and the animals come up to you.
Okay,
The
that could be
ostriches,
traumatic too.
the ostriches and the camels will just stick their head right in the window of the. They're just like trying to get
How
at
do I feel
you.
about that?
They're not scared of anything. They just come right in.
They're just like, hey, who's got some food, man?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to feed them. Not that I remember, but they.
Somebody has.
Yes, yeah,
They
somebody.
know
I was
that.
gonna say,
somebody,
yeah.
Somebody was.
There's a reason why they're not afraid.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it is like the bus and like the gates they have are really warm. And I think they like that, so they
Mhm.
want to be close to like that warm stuff.
That makes sense.
Even though it's in the middle of summer and it was probably pretty warm everywhere.
But yeah, I mean, I get that. And they probably, it's just their interaction. And, for them, seeing the humans and the
Yeah.
buses and
Well,
whatever,
right.
that's.
And they don't have to pay admission.
Right.
to see the weird
us.
humans. It's just That's
Their
just
show
that's
for
their
the
job.
It is their show for the
Yeah,
day.
that's their job.
You're
You
right.
have to look at us.
So when you go to the Columbus Zoo, do they still have rides?
Well, they have the train.
Because they used to have like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And
Well, they have the water park is there.
okay.
So there's that whole water park, and I'm pretty sure these tickets are good for the water park too, because the water park logo is on them also.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure these passes are good for the zoo and the water park.
I mean, you're talking about a lot of money there.
Yeah.
That you've
Yeah.
got in your hand.
Yeah.
Dollar bills,
Yep.
like.
Yeah, but as far as like rides in the actual zoo, they have a little train, and they
Okay.
have like shuttles,
Okay.
but that's not really a ride.
Yeah.
But then of course the water park is like a big water park, and it's got water slides and all that stuff.
So I met with a guy in Columbus the other day. We had a meeting up there, and he had just taken his kids, or was
Mhm.
getting ready to take his kids. But he was like, "People don't understand how awesome that water park is up there."
It's really big.
And I was like, I've never been there, so
Yeah.
I guess I
Yeah.
didn't realize.
Yeah, it's really big. Like it's as big, if not bigger, than the zoo itself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they actually, I looked it up, are having a Halloween thing, and instead of Zombiezi Bay, it's Zombiezi Bay.
Oh
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're
Spooky.
gonna have like zombies. I think it starts September 17th through like Halloween on the weekends.
That's awesome.
And it says due to the intense nature of the event, parental discretion is advised. So it
Ooh.
sounds like it's gonna be pretty scary. But they're
Yeah.
gonna have 4 haunted houses, 2 scare zones.
What's a scare zone?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's a haunted
I don't know how I
house
feel
without
about that.
walls.
Right? You just don't know.
It's just the designated
Wonder if they
scaring
tell
area.
you when they're
There's like-
you're
Yeah,
in
you're
the
like,
scare zone.
Oh, by the
Oh.
way, you just entered the scare zone,
Oh,
but you don't know
and then
it.
the Twilight Zone music
Oh.
starts playing. It's like you have entered the scare zone.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think we should camera everybody up and we should
Yeah,
go.
yeah. That
Yeah,
seems
Mike,
like,
everybody.
Yeah, that seems like a good hidden camera.
Yeah, I don't know that the things that spewed out of all of our mouths would be appropriate for this
It
show.
would just
know.
be
if you got
one
scared.
long beep. as the show.
Dump button.
Yeah.
So that sounds like fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I assume that the water park won't be open in the middle of
Right.
September. It's just like
I think
where
that's
they're doing.
it. Once their water park season is over, then
Then
they'll
they-
do this. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
That sounds
I
fun.
wonder if those tickets will work for that too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just says that it expires in January, so I assume it's good for
I
any
assume it is.
event between now and January.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we have tickets right now for you. So when you did you get to ride the train?
No, we didn't ride the train. The train,
Come on,
like,
ride the train. Sorry.
so the train, it doesn't really go anywhere. It just kind of goes around in a circle.
Oh.
It's not really like a tour of the park or anything.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
I
I think it looks like fun, but my sister was not that impressed by it,
Gotcha.
and she didn't want to stand in line for it. So it's fine. But we watched it go by a couple times. That's fun.
You waved
It's-
at the people
yeah,
that
I mean,
were
it's
on
sort
the
of-
train.
It's not that much more than that train that goes around the Huntington Mall. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
gosh.
Like, it's not that far above that to give you sort of a. I mean, it runs on a track. It's not like a little car like that.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it is.
very good.
That's
Miss-
cute.
Miss Courtney, have you been to the zoo recently?
I have not.
I haven't
love
either.
The zoo though. Gorillas are my favorite part of the zoo.
I would have to say I could see that because they are.
I think
I
there's a
just
good
like
gorilla
us.
picture in there, Courtney.
I think that the aquarium's my favorite.
Yeah, the
Well,
aquarium's really cool.
I would love the manatees, but I haven't gotten to see them.
The manatees
so I would,
are really cool too.
Yeah, I would stick with the aquarium right now.
Ooh, there's some fish.
You could just for me, the aquarium, I feel like I could just sit in there for hours and watch it.
Yeah.
Like I don't it's just like relaxing and soothing.
Yeah, I agree. And in addition to the aquarium, they also have the Reptile House, which is kind of the same thing. It's
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
those
I don't
maybe
know
aren't
about
the
that. That's
cutest.
not relaxing
Some
to me.
people maybe not find those animals to be as cute, but I think they're pretty neat. There's some pretty interesting things in there.
So did you take all those pictures?
Mhm.
Those are so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So your little nephew, and his name is
Rowan.
Rowan. And what is Rowan's favorite part of the zoo?
Well, aside from feeding the giraffes,
That would be cool.
He liked that. He also liked the Dippin' Dots and the chicken fingers.
Well, I agree with him.
Yeah, but he liked the lion because the lion is in this kind of like glass enclosure, and you can get where he was at. He was sleeping like right next to the glass, so you can get like right next to it.
Yeah,
So he thought that was pretty cool.
it would
And
be.
I think he liked the monkeys and things like that. We didn't see as much of the monkeys, but the giraffes was the big thing for him.
That was his jam.
Yeah, because that was the one that you really got to interact with. Yeah,
So, there's the lion.
Yeah, there's the lion.
Look how pretty.
So this is a really cool exhibit. You can't really tell from that picture because it's kind of zoomed in on the lion, but it's made to look like a wrecked airplane.
Oh, really?
So there's like an airplane that's like crashed in the exhibit,
Mm-hmm.
and like the lion can climb on it and play on it and stuff like that.
Oh.
And the spectators can like go in it and like look through the windows of like the crashed airplane and stuff.
Wait, so you can go in the airplane?
Yeah, so he's laying like on the wing of it right now.
Oh.
And you can actually like go in it and look at them like through the windows and stuff like that.
That's so neat.
It's really cool. It allows you to get probably closer than you should to a
yeah,
lion.
probably closer than any of us need to be to a lion.
Yeah.
So do they all have names and stuff? And does it have like signs explaining things or?
You mean like a nickname name or
Yeah,
like a species name?
like is that lion's name?
So,
Simba
yeah, I don't know.
or?
So, Courtney, can you find the picture of the little deer thing? Oh, I've got a story about the names. So this little guy it's one of the first pictures. So this little guy lives in the like bird aviary.
Oh,
He doesn't look very big.
Yeah, he's
I
really
want
little.
him.
He's really little. So in the bird aviary,
He
the way
can
it
live
works.
inside.
Yeah,
sorry.
so the
go
way
ahead.
it works is you like go through like one door, and then there's this little waiting area, and you shut that door, and then you open the door that actually goes into the little aviary, and there's lots of birds and a few small things like that.
Okay.
And the reason that they have like that double door thing is so that it's never open all the way to the outside.
So the birds don't get out, right?
Well, it's so that guy doesn't get out.
Oh.
So go to the next picture, Courtney. They're sticking his tongue out. So this little
what he
guy.
thinks of you.
Yeah, so this little guy's name was Peanut.
Oh.
To bring it back around to your names, and he was notorious for trying to escape from that bird aviary. So he would hang out by that door where the people come in
Oh, Peanut.
and try to escape every time.
Little rascal.
And he was really funny, as you can tell by him sticking his tongue out at you.
That's so cute. So, like, when you go in there, could Peanut walk right up to you?
Yeah.
Can you pet
Yeah.
him?
Well, you're not supposed to touch them. I mean, you could, but you're not.
I'm
supposed
sorry,
to
but if
touch
that
them.
cute thing walked up to me, I would
How
not
would
be
you
able to
not?
control myself.
Yeah, you'd be like, pss, 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 pss.
Yeah,
I
I'd be like,
love him. I will call him.
I will.
Want some popcorn?
How about some $10 lettuce,
Yeah.
Peanut?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think there's a
so
couple
cute.
pictures of some of the birds that are in there with him right after him, maybe. I'm not sure. But he's in there with all kinds, like big and small birds. It's really neat.
Well, maybe the birds get on his nerves. I mean, why is he
Maybe.
trying to escape all the time?
I don't know. I think he's just like
Mischievous.
mischievous. Yeah. I think that's kind of what it boils
So,
down
do you
to.
know what these are that
No.
you took pictures of?
Yeah.
Okay, that one looks like it's gonna bite me.
That looks like the bird that they use as a croquet mallet in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like the dodo bird or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what it is, but I think there's another
How
picture of that guy next. Yeah. So
So
neat.
cute.
yeah. So you're just in there with those guys.
And they don't like attack you or anything?
Most of the time, no. there are few enough incidents for them to
Evidently, it's
stop
okay.
doing it that
They
way.
haven't gotten sued yet. So, what is Peanut? Do you know?
I don't know. He's some kind of little deer. I apologize for not knowing the proper terms for any of these
Some kind of little
things.
thing.
Yeah, he's some kind of little thing. I think I took a
So
picture
cute.
of the sign for him because I wanted to remember it, but I don't remember it.
I don't remember that.
I don't. Anyone that's watching right now, I'd love for you to comment, your favorite animal or favorite zoo
Right.
experience and things like that.
Yeah, talk about going to the zoo and talk about,
Yeah.
you know, anything that you've enjoyed over the time. I can remember being little. This was a happy zoo memory.
Okay. No, nothing ate your shorts this time?
No.
Or bit your finger off?
No.
Okay.
I can remember being little and going to the Columbus Zoo with my mom and I think Aunt Ruthie again and my friend Megan. And we got to ride a camel.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And it had like a almost like a saddle, I guess, but it had like rails around
Yeah.
it so you could like
Yeah.
hold on.
Uh-huh.
It was so cute.
Yeah.
And I remember because like they made it lay down
Yeah.
and you got on and then it would like stand up.
So here's the camel that you can ride at the Columbus Zoo. He didn't have like the railing. It was more like, I don't know, more like what you would have on a horse, I guess. And you can see he's got a collar on and someone like leads him around the little
Yeah.
track and you can ride it. But they were fun.
So did you get to ride the camel?
We didn't do that. The funnier thing with the camels, these guys, you can't really tell from that picture because it's so zoomed in, but this guy was really, really big. And they had another camel exhibit that was like a different breed of camel,
Mhm.
and these guys were a little bit smaller. And when they were close to the entrance of the park, and when we like walked in, they must have just been fed because they were just like going at it. Like they had this like food trough thing, and they were just scarfing it down as fast as you could possibly eat. And then when we left, you had to walk past them again,
Yeah.
and they were just past.
They're like, oh,
It was
got our bellies
so
full.
funny, just like sprawled out on the ground. Like
Ah.
it was really funny. But
Look
that
how
poor guy
cute
was
they
still
are.
working.
He's like, everyone else is eating.
Everyone
and
else is eating and napping, and I'm like
I'm having to,
lugging children around.
yeah, and grown adults that are too big to be on my back, probably.
Yeah.
No, so a few years ago, I think I've talked about this before, but Emily Baltzer and I went up to the county fair, and they had a camel ride up there,
Mhm.
and the camel's name was Nacho,
Nacho.
and we got to ride Nacho, and as part of our little tour of the fair, and it was a hoot.
I bet.
Yeah. Big hoot.
I bet.
So
Patricia Speakman says she loves the monkeys and the gorillas.
I agree. I think those are really good. Yeah. So those
that's
guys,
good.
like those things are like, I don't know. All the monkeys are like this, but they're just like so human. Like just look at his like eyes and stuff.
I know. They have like
Right?
they're so soulful.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we're projecting on them a little bit, but like they just seem so. I mean, look there. He's like mad.
He's like, "Rawr."
Is that
Wait.
their tail?
Yeah, that's his tail.
That looks like something that was in one of the Disney movies. I'm trying to
I don't
think.
know. I mean, he looks. So there's some baboons in here somewhere, Courtney. So there's a gorilla,
Oh my gosh.
and you know, and that it is really crazy how like
Human like they
human
are.
like they are, especially there. Like, you know, doesn't that just like look like your dad or whatever, like napping on the couch? You know?
Yeah, one time we went, we
So
watched them
cute.
for a long time, and there were two little, probably adolescent age gorillas playing with this big, huge tire, and the silverback was like taking a nap, and they were like rolling it around and stuff. Well, they lost it, and it hit the silverback, and those two adolescent gorillas went to the top of their enclosure and like just put their head back, like twiddling their thumbs, like.
Like,
picking
what
It
up
happened?
wasn't me. I don't know
Yeah,
what
like,
happened.
me.
they completely acted like we were not involved in this situation at all, and like the girl was like looking around trying to figure out who did it, and I was like, "Is that not just like
Yeah,
That
waking
is.
your dad up from
Yeah.
a nap?"
yeah,
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
yeah.
It
Oh,
was
that's so
hilarious.
funny. But yeah, so there's another gorilla.
Just
Oh, he's got his
amazing.
leg all propped
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but somewhere in
Oh,
here,
funny.
there he is. So that's like
That's
what
probably, like,
Rafiki from the Lion King.
Yeah.
Is,
Yes.
right? Yeah, or really similar to him at least.
So cool.
Yeah, I think they're just
A niche.
chilling. Yeah, he's just scratching his back.
Is that what he's scratching?
I guess
Okay.
his backside.
Look how cool.
I know.
I feel like those things are scary too. Like,
Yeah,
those
I think
things
they're
can hurt
pretty
you.
mean. Yeah, I think those things.
I
are
mean,
pretty
all
mean.
of them could.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
I
they've
wouldn't
got
mess
some
with
teeth
it.
on them.
Yeah, no thank you. That's not one that you want to, encounter in the woods by yourself.
No,
No, not at all.
no. It's
That
pretty
is
amazing.
so neat.
Yeah.
Very
Really,
good.
really cool time. But again, we've got tickets.
There you go.
So we're going to give those away here at the end of the show. We'll tell you how you can get them.
That's exactly right. And so, Ohio is blessed with numerous, different zoos and
Yep.
and things. And we have tickets to 2 different places
So we also
here.
have tickets to the African Safari Wild Park, which is what you hear in that commercial that plays at the beginning of the show.
That's right.
Here's some photos from their park. I think this is the.
Is that lettuce again?
It does look like lettuce.
It does look like
it might be. That I think that's the little cow thing that you see briefly in the commercial. But as you can see, what's the difference between that and the zoo is you stay in your own car, which is different than what the Wilds is too.
Oh,
you can't really do the Wilds in your own car.
Yeah.
And you just go through, and obviously some of it you can walk up to, but you can feed the animals like they're feeding these porcupines right there.
That is too neat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And see, there he is. Isn't that a great picture?
it is such a good picture.
Yeah.
Did you take that picture? Or is
No,
that,
no.
So
So-
this is from them.
So the African Safari Wildlife Park, when we partnered with them at the beginning of summer, they
Yeah.
sent us this media kit, right?
Oh, okay.
And one of the things that was in that,
I want that thing. It's so cute.
it is very cute. So one of the things they sent us was this drone footage of the park. And so here it is. This is you can see some of this footage is in that commercial we play, but this is all the footage just kind of unedited. And so it gives you a really good idea of what the park looks like.
I see.
But it's so funny because you can, especially when it gets a little bit closer, you can see the llamas are watching the drone flying around.
They're like,
you
hey!
you can see them watch it, and then you can see the kids in the cars get distracted from
By
the
the
llamas
drone.
by the drone, and they start waving at the drone and stuff like that. And there are a few moments in this that are really funny. But it
That
gives
is so
but it
good.
gives you a really good idea of what that park is and what that experience is. So you just stay in your own car and you just drive through there, and you see some of the animals
There's
are
some
behind
camels.
fences, but some of them are just walking right up to you like that.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of them ever try to climb in a car.
Oh, I'm sure, especially some of the smaller ones. But I mean, look at all those llamas just
They're just
chilling at that
chilling.
little lake. How fun is that?
I want to be a llama chilling at the lake.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that'd be such a good idea for a kid's book.
A llama at the lake.
Llamas at the lake.
I like it.
You do Lake Elma. Llamas at Lake Elma.
Yeah.
I like it.
But see, you can see a couple of them are turning around, staring straight up at
At the drone.
Yeah, it's so funny. And it's going to get lower here in a second, and that's when you can really kind of see see that they're looking at it, and it starts distracting little kids and stuff.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
It looks like a white camel in the corner there.
Yeah, those are off to the right there.
Mhm.
See, look, he's just standing right in front of that guy's car. The guy's like, I'd like to drive through the park, please.
Excuse me.
He's like, no, I have to stand in this exact spot. I have acres and acres of land, but I must stand directly in front of your vehicle.
What is the password? Okay, I'll move.
Thou shalt not pass. Yeah. So you're look at him. He's like, what's going on in here? You got your windows open? I gotta stick my head in here.
Anybody got any food?
Yeah. You guys got lettuce in there?
So I wonder how you keep people though from being inappropriate and feeding them stuff that you shouldn't and all that,
Yeah.
especially if people are in their cars.
I mean, I guess trust probably.
I guess you
Probably
just
a
have
little bit of
to.
that. You just have to trust
hope
that
that
people aren't
yeah.
stupid.
People aren't
misbehaving.
jerks.
Yeah. I'm sure they get a little bit of that.
Well, that looks fun. So you just drive down a road and
Yeah.
there's all these animals walking around.
Right.
How cool.
It is. That's a really great view of what the whole
Yeah.
kind of area looks like.
So if you're headed up to Cedar Point or the Put-in
Yeah.
Bay area or, just
Yeah.
Lake Erie in general,
Yeah, I mean that's the great
This
thing
would be
about
fantastic.
this is it's so close to, you just said it.
Put-in Bay.
Well, yeah, Put-in Bay,
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point. Yeah,
Yes.
it's so close to Cedar Point. So if you're doing
is.
a weekend getaway,
Yep.
do the Wild Animal Park and do Cedar Point.
That's right.
Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday kind of thing.
We have tickets for
Yep,
you.
Yep. I think
So-
that's.
And that gets in the tickets we have for the African Safari Wildlife Park get 6 people in as well.
So one ticket is good for 6 people. It is a VIP pass, which includes unlimited trips through the drive-in safari, the walkthrough area, which is where those kids were feeding the porcupines, the educational programs. So this one, I'm curious what this is. The Hog Wild experience.
That sounds like a whole lot of piggies.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of pigs. And then 1 free cup of food to feed the animals.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And so these are good through, when are they good through? December. Yeah, so they're both of the passes are good through the end of the year.
Okay. Very good.
So you don't have to go this weekend.
Right.
The passes
you have to,
are good,
that
all
says
through.
December 5th.
Yeah, so the African Safari Park passes are good until December 5th, and the Columbus Zoo passes are good until January 2nd.
So you could, even if you can't go during the summer, you could save those zoo tickets
so
for
you could
the wildlife.
Right, you could use the
So
you could use the tickets
that's
now
awesome.
and save them until Christmas and go to the Wildlights.
That's amazing.
Which would be, pretty awesome.
And the Wildlights, they still do have some of the animals out during that time as well. I mean, the ones that...
Right, and you can still go in.
Closed, but
Right, but you can still, like the elephants, like where they're kept inside, you can still go in there during the winter too. Like they're not out in the big habitat or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But you can still go in and see them. And then, of course, the aquarium and the reptile house and the manatee exhibit, all that stuff that's inside is also open.
Okay.
And you may be ready to go inside for a few minutes.
I know, right? Depending on...
Sometimes it's pretty cold because it's, you got to go after dark.
Yes.
So Mark Wood says that he performed at the zoo several times several years ago, and his performance area was near the goat barn, and it was really fun, but he smelled like goats at the end of each day. So I don't know if he's talking about this guy.
No, I'm guessing he's probably talking about the petting zoo area.
Yeah. Oh, and happy birthday, Mark.
Yeah,
happy birthday, Mark.
John Boy called in earlier today.
Yeah, said to tell you happy birthday.
Said to tell you happy birthday.
But this guy looks majestic, doesn't he?
Yeah, those things are pretty cool. Yeah, I can't remember if I have any other photos of those guys that I put in here or not. But yeah, these are like tangled up in cords down here. These guys are like, mountain goats or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just climb up on these crazy rock formations, and it's like, I couldn't get up there, but like somehow this dude and his like
and his little tiny legs and his hooves to get up there.
Somehow, they can just get up there like it's nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's really funny.
You're right, Courtney. He's like, look at me.
Very majestic.
Very regal.
Yeah.
And then, of course, speaking of majestic.
Oh,
check that out.
God bless America.
Was that the bird enclosure?
Yeah, this was in the goat enclosure now.
I mean, it just got done eating the goat, but...
No, like, bald eagles are so funny. So, like, they had a relatively large area, but it wasn't, like, that big. And there was 3 of them in there.
So, is it just eagles in there, like, alone?
Yeah, and whatever.
And whatever they're feeding them
to eat. And so, like, this guy is so majestic. I can't remember how many pictures of these guys I put in there.
He looks...
And see, like, and that one's real mean looking.
He looks like he's a little grumpy.
Yeah,
he's a grumpy man, huh?
Yeah, so, like, bald eagles always either look mean and angry like that, majestic like that, or, like, kind of goofy like that.
See, there he looks like a vulture.
Yeah.
Just like a weird-looking vulture you'd see alongside the road.
Am I on this stick? Am I not on this stick? Trying to figure it out.
And, like, if you've ever seen a bald eagle, like, take off, like it's like you would think that they're going to be like graceful and majestic, but they're just so awkward because they're so big.
They're so big.
They're just so big. Yeah.
So I've seen twice. There's a bald eagle between here and Athens, and I can't tell you where. It has happened to us twice. I think I've mentioned this on the program, that you're driving down the highway and this eagle has been in the middle. What's that called? In between the grassy part in between the 2 4 lanes, and it has taken off, and it's just yes, it's awkward, but it is just one of the like most it's like stops your heart. You're just like, holy moly, they are so big, and how they get those bodies going, I'll never know.
Yeah, well, I think the way that you can kind of pick them out from like hawks and the buzzards or vultures or the other big birds that we have around here is like the hawks just soar. Like once they just soar. But if you
they never flap their wings,
right? And the eagles are just like like they,
come on, man, get my big butt off the ground.
Let's get it going. So like if you see it just like desperately flapping, it's probably an eagle.
Yep, they're definitely unique. So
yeah.
So there's
don't make a GIF out of me doing that. Anyone watching this, by the way.
That's a great idea. Thank you, James.
You do not have my permission to make a GIF out of my eagle flapping impersonation.
That's so fantastic. Oh, you're done for now, buddy. You just wait. That is crazy. So, do we have any other pictures?
Got another big cat.
Oh, that guy.
Look at you.
Yeah. So these guys, the cheetahs, they were really, well, one of them was really active and one of them was like straight sacked out. I think, yeah, so this guy was just sacked out.
He's chilling like a villain.
Yeah, but the other guy was just like on patrol. He's just like...
Okay, that looks like I'm going to eat your face off now.
He's like, I'm trying to nap. Leave me alone. It's not cool. It's 95 degrees.
Look at their
I need my rest.
faces.
Yeah.
How pretty they are.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So did you get to see any babies of anything?
So they have a baby elephant at the Columbus Zoo right now.
They do.
They do. And I think maybe they're doing like online a thing to name it. Like they haven't named it yet. They're still trying to like get ideas and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so the baby elephant is only inside. He doesn't go into the outside enclosure yet.
He's not allowed yet?
I guess not.
Okay.
And so he's only out like in public on certain days, and you have to like queue in line to get in to see him.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a special thing right now.
I see.
And so we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to have to stand in line. And I don't think he was out that day anyway. But if you are going to the Columbus Zoo, that is kind of like, this is their version of like Fiona the hippo that the Cincinnati Zoo had a couple years ago, the baby elephant. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's the mommy or the daddy or completely unrelated elephant.
But it's an elephant.
But it is an elephant, yeah. But you will potentially see a smaller, cuter version of that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wonder if you don't know the story of Fiona, that's a pretty good one at the Cincinnati Zoo, and she's quite a miracle.
Yeah. She's got her own bobblehead.
That's right. She's got a beer named after her too.
Oh my.
Yeah, Listerman. They did a big thing. They have a beer called Team Fiona, I think, and they gave a bunch of the proceeds of it to help her and help the zoo along the way. So Fiona is a hippo, and she was born very prematurely, and she was very, very ill, and they didn't think she was going to make it, and she did. She's a miracle.
Yeah.
And so now you can go and see Fiona at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
If you follow their Facebook page, they put a lot of videos of her on there, and
she's kind of become their spokes animal.
Yeah, she's got quite a personality.
Yeah. She's a hoot. Well, and if you think about it, she had so much human interaction of them trying to save her that she probably does have a bit more spoiled personality than a lot of them. But they say hippos are really mean. I didn't realize that. Like, they are scary.
Well, like when they get in water, they can be really dangerous because they can like swim faster than they can walk, and they're however many tons.
You wouldn't think so, but they do.
Yeah, so they can be pretty dangerous animals. Even even the baby's like 500 pounds or whatever.
Right.
The baby's enormous.
So did you guys see the video the other day of the girl? I don't know if Courtney can find it or not. The girl that they were having a birthday party at this crocodile exhibit, and the girl, like the handler's in there with this crocodile, and it like loses its mind and attacks her. And one of the dads, like, can you find the video?
Courtney, I've got the Wi-Fi turned off on there, so you won't be able to bring it up on the iPad. But I think we have a there's a picture. I don't know if it's a crocodile or an alligator because I'm ignorant. I think it's a crocodile in there.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, this video, this girl, it grabs onto her hand.
Wow.
And it will not let go. And then it takes her into the death roll.
Yeah.
The sad thing is it was a birthday party. So it was like
the little
these
kids
are here watching this handler feed this alligator. And it gets a hold of her hand and it won't let go. And it takes her into the death roll. And the dad comes in and is trying to hold the alligator down.
He jumps on its back. And
I
is
think its mouth seems to be somewhat taped in the video. But it had to have been open enough for him to at least grab onto her hand. But
yeah, because it was not letting go.
Hollering at her, but I thought, what a terrible experience.
And the little kids are just like...
They're like
I'd rather have the goat eat my shorts.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess my trauma is not as bad.
And the crazy thing about it is it's not that big of a gator.
No.
I mean...
But you can watch the video, and it's not even that disturbing because everyone stayed so calm. Like the girl stayed so calm, and then the guy jumps on its back. And then the thing lets go of her, and she gets out, and someone yanks her out. Well, he's still riding on the back of this thing.
Trying to figure out a way to get off.
Trying to figure it out. And it, literally, it's like it kind of backs up, and you could just see he's like, I've got one opportunity. And he just, leaps off its back over to the side, and they yank him out. And it was scary, but, I mean, that girl would... And it's like the water's only, this deep, but, I mean, it would have killed her for sure had he not done that. Because... it was rolling her around and everything else. So now they're going to monitor it. His name's
you need to shut off the birthday party part.
Yeah, maybe perhaps. But the little kids are all just like...
You hear a few of them going, "Mommy," and kind of crying a little bit. It's like, oh my, whoever loved alligators and that's why they did the birthday party at the alligator farm.
Yeah, they either don't love alligators anymore. Or
they're like, yeah, that was awesome.
Something not great is happening.
So yeah, this is either the alligator or the crocodile.
How do you know which one's which?
Well, alligators have more rounded snouts, and crocodiles are more square. But of course, you can't.
I was going to say, James, your picture sucks then because we can't tell.
Can't see a snout.
I'm just going to tell you, regardless, I don't want to encounter one of those.
No. Negative.
And I'm back to the birthday party and the lady handler of the thing. How do you become a crocodile handler? I'm going to get up every morning, put on my khaki pants, and go stick my arm down a crocodile's mouth.
She doesn't look very old either.
No.
Probably the same way Tiger King became Tiger King. He just decided he wanted to do it.
A lot of drugs. I don't know.
Poor girl on her college break.
I know. She's
summer job.
I was just trying to get some beer money, man.
Or pay for a book, whichever one.
Right. Or both. Yeah. Well, no, that's a lot of fun, and we appreciate your tour of the zoo.
Okay, so how are we going to give away tickets?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
How about, Courtney?
Yep. I say you just stop by.
Stop by and ask for one.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Yep.
Stop by the radio building.
Yep. Just come by the radio building, say Columbus Zoo or African Safari Park, and we'll hook you up.
That's easy enough.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ask.
And if you need multiple tickets, get a fake beard.
Yep.
Come back.
Come back in.
Get another one.
There you go.
Don't do that. That's not. Yeah, disguise your
Courtney's
voice.
like, I'm watching you.
Yeah, so Courtney's going to be on the lookout for disguises.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll hook you up.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
So all you have to do is come and get free zoo tickets.
Yeah.
Here at the building.
Yeah.
And there's no strings attached.
And you can go see the baby elephant. Well, there might be some strings. No, there's no strings.
There's really not.
I mean, we might ask if we can take your picture.
There you go. And if you don't want that, that's okay too.
I guess.
We'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Take a picture of you as you leave.
As you leave.
As you're running out with your disguise on.
As you're fixing your fake beard in the bathroom. One other thing we want to give a shout out for today.
Yeah.
And today's telegram is 2021 high school football preview.
That
So it
is
has
awesome.
all the information about the 4 area teams in it.
Yeah.
What's coming up this season? It's got, well, it has, so we've got cheerleaders, we've got the football players. Is the band and the other fall sports will be in another issue,
I
right?
think,
Courtney?
yeah, it's in the next one.
And we also have coverage of when Rio Grande played Marshall in soccer last weekend.
Oh, great.
Marshall, of course, the defending NCAA national championship
Right.
champions. And they came to Rio Grande last weekend to have a scrimmage.
How did that go over?
Tie 0-0, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, go Rio. You held
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Well, it was like a split squad thing, like this,
Yeah.
But still, how often do you get the chance to
To play the national
the
champions?
national champions, yeah.
Not very often.
Not very often, no.
And to hang in there with them.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's incredible,
Yeah.
I think.
Rio's always had a good soccer
Yeah.
program.
And of course, football. Well, so today is the first day of school for most people in the area.
Yes. So I'm gonna do Jen Preaches
Uh-oh.
for a minute.
Okay.
I preach every time at the end of school, and I preach every time at the beginning of school. Number 1, stop for school buses. Do not get frustrated. There is nowhere that you need to be that is more important than the life of a child. They are super duper excited. They're running everywhere. They don't know which direction they're going. Please slow down. Please watch for them. Please stop for the school buses. Watch for kids on their bikes. Watch for all of that because they are going to be wound up.
Yeah.
So we don't want any accidents to happen.
That's true.
That's Jen Preaches. That's my preach at the
Well, I was
beginning
just
of
going to
school.
say how miserable it must be for parents parking in that line that
Oh, I know.
snakes the whole length of
It
the...
does.
Oh, my
Like, does it
gosh.
ever end?
Yeah, I don't remember it being like that when I was in elementary.
Well, we
school,
all walked to school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it's like,
Probably less people ride the bus now.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for not wanting to ride the bus.
right. It is against the law to not stop for a school bus, and you will get in serious trouble or a ticket. So,
And Jen will wait for finger action.
and I will literally lose my mind on you if I see you doing something like that, because that's not cool.
No.
I see a school bus, and I don't care if it's 500 yards away. I'm like, stop my car, because it just makes me so nervous that a kid's going to...
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they have to either cross in front or behind the bus. They've got to go across the street.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to stop. Like, just stop. We're not... Nowhere that you have to be is that important.
Did you have a bad experience getting on the school bus?
No,
Once
it
upon a
just...
time?
I've just...
Just
have
seen
seen
people being reckless?
Yeah, and it just infuriates me.
I have to say, I've never seen anybody like pass a school bus.
Oh,
or
I
anything like
have.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Wave.
So, also, speaking of, let's do the weather because we are under a flash flood warning here in our viewing area, and that will go through later on this morning, and we want you all to be safe. We're getting kind of the remnants of that hurricane or tropical storm or whatever it ended up being.
Joey? Is that what it was?
Doesn't sound right, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
It's a 4-letter word, I think. But so mostly cloudy today, scattered showers, highs around 83 degrees today. Partly cloudy tonight, lows around 69. That chance of rain is at 40%. It was raining on me when I was coming in this morning. Tomorrow, still cooler temperatures, so we'll take that. 82 for a high, low of 67. 60% chance of rain tomorrow. And then on Friday, about the same, mid-80s and 40% chance of rain. So let's do another preach. Do not walk. Do not drive your car. Do not go through standing water. Don't do it. It is so dangerous. They said that most people that die in a flood, it happens in their cars. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Well, hi, happy birthday.
I think we have someone here for zoo tickets.
Nice.
He came for zoo tickets where
Yeah.
he doesn't have to stand by the goats.
Right.
I took my magic carpet up here.
Mr.
Mr.
Mark Wood.
Mr. Mark
Wood
Wood.
is
Mark, you want
here.
to come over here? Say hi real quick.
Yeah, come over and say hi.
All right, which
We'll come on over.
which
No, he
would
doesn't
you,
like us.
That's all right.
I don't have my costume on.
He
doesn't want
hasn't
people
washed
to
his
know.
hair yet this morning.
He doesn't want people to know what he
All right.
looks like. in costume.
Without his cowboy hat on. All right, Mark, which would you like? Columbus Zoo and Aquarium or African Safari Wildlife Park?
On the zoo.
How many tickets would you like? Are these one per person?
Yes.
2, please. One for the elephant and butter.
This is how easy it is.
You just ask.
Thank you very much.
There you go, sir.
See,
Thank you.
Mark Wood is here.
Send us pictures, Mark.
Yeah, send us pictures from when you go.
All right.
Thank
Hold on.
you.
Oh, hold on. I got to take your picture.
I can't.
Here,
Oh,
I'll take your
James
picture.
is going to take pictures now.
That weather did not look good for football this week.
No, it doesn't look good. It's the temperatures though are pretty darn good for this time of the year. It's just that those wet temperatures
Get the
or
poncho up.
wet weather. Yeah, wear your poncho, your rain jacket.
And
Good news is they play on turf, so
and if you don't want to go, plenty of ways to listen to them.
Yeah.
that's exactly right. So let's go over all of your high school sports stuff because I don't know off the top of
So,
my head what goes where.
So Thursday night is Jackson versus Logan,
Yes.
which is kind of a new rivalry, I guess.
Okay.
And so that'll be on the radio at 96.7 FM.
Okay.
And of course, streaming online with our Total Media Radio app.
Okay.
So you can download that for your iPhone or your Android phone.
There you go.
And you
Takes
don't-
seconds.
Right. If you want to listen from a computer, you can do that too. You don't have to download anything. Just go to our website, yourtotalmedia.com,
Mm-hmm.
and click on the radio tab. And you'll see a listen here, or listen now, or listen live. I think it says listen live, I think is what it says.
Mhm.
Just click right there, select the station, and you can listen from your computer.
There you go.
Yeah. And then Friday night is Oak Hill versus Wellston,
Ooh.
which is
another rivalry.
Another rivalry game.
Yeah.
And that one's a little bit unique because we would be broadcasting both of those games either regardless.
Right.
Right. So normally Oak Hill games are going to be on 97.7,
Mm-hmm.
but since they're playing Wellston, at Wellston, the game's going to be on the station that would normally broadcast the Wellston games.
Okay.
So that is 105.3 FM
Okay.
or 1330 AM.
Okay.
And again, you can listen on the Total Media Radio app from your phone.
That's the easiest thing to
Yeah.
do. And
That's-
you don't
that's
have
the way to do it.
You can listen anywhere you are in the world.
And of course, that works with your Alexa. That works with if you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in your car. It's compatible with all that.
That's exactly right. So you have no reason that you can't tune in to any of the games.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it is the Jackson one is a little different this year. The first game is on a Thursday, which
Right.
is a bit bizarre, but that's just
Well, I
how
believe the
how
Oak
it felt.
Hill Wellston game last year, or whenever the last time they played, I believe they played on a Saturday,
Okay.
so that they weren't directly competing with Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But since this year Jackson's on a Thursday, that game's on a
They
Friday.
played on.
I think
Friday.
I'm right about that. If I'm wrong, I apologize.
Very
That-
good.
That's if I understood Todd Compson, our sports editor, correctly
Well,
yesterday.
he wouldn't lie.
That is the scenario.
And the Vikings
and
you
of
can
course,
get on.
and Benton County Vikings will be on 98.7.
Yep. And again,
On
Just
the app and on the website.
listen on your app.
And if you don't have an app and you don't have a computer, you could go old school and listen to the actual radio dial.
Just turn on your
Turn on
radio.
your radio.
Sit in your car.
So many ways.
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly right. So yeah, you have no. You're going to have access to it. However, it is you get there is up
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
So you and I are headed out to the airport in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to do
Yeah.
something fun
So-
out there.
Right. So they're having their
James is
fly-in.
going to fly a plane.
Yeah. No. So this Saturday
Clear
they're
out of
having
Airport Road.
they're having that fly-in event, and we're gonna
Yes.
go. We're gonna kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
And I think we'll probably have that on the show for Friday.
Okay.
I
Yep.
think that's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, and we just thought it would be fun to go out and show you because, honestly, unless you have a reason to be out to the airport, you probably don't you've probably never
Right.
been there, and you don't realize how
Right.
nice
'Cause
our
it-
Jackson County Airport is.
Right, because that's not the airport. Like if you're going on vacation or whatever, that's
No, you
not the
don't-
airport you're using.
I mean, boy, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
It would be convenient.
Yeah. And a lot of times our runway is long enough to land some of the small commercial jets, but
Mhm.
last time I checked, we don't have a Delta hub
No.
here, so boy, that would be nice though. Just saying. Let's make a call. Let's call Mr. Delta.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Get on that.
Write them a strongly worded letter. Tell them we
Yeah.
want a Delta hub at the James A. Rose Memorial International Airport. See what they say. But
They
no,
say
so we look
where?
forward to that.
What?
And,
They say where? What?
Exactly. Jackson, huh? But anyway. Hey, by the way, if you all, like Girl Scout cookies,
I like Girl Scout cookies.
I like Girl Scout cookies. Courtney
Yeah.
likes Girl Scout cookies.
Love Girl Scout cookies.
So for the 2022 season,
That's this coming season.
yes, I have an announcement. The Girl Scouts have revealed a new cookie.
Oh man,
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
I am ready for this.
It's called the Adventureful.
It's funny.
It is a brownie cookie. Whoop, whoop. Who doesn't like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, the annual start of cookie season is January through April, but that's give or take, depending where you are regionally. Available nationwide, every bite of Adventurefuls is full of indulgent brownie-inspired flavor with a combination of chocolatey and caramel flavors, a smooth and crispy texture, and incredible taste of adventure in every bite. Thus the name.
I love the taste of
Adventurefuls.
adventure.
I do too. Yep. So there you go. 2021, of course, had the Toastier, which was a French toast-inspired cookie. So this year,
I think your brownie will be a little bit more popular than French toast.
I think you're exactly right. Adventurefuls, look out, here they come.
Oh man.
So it gives you something to look forward to in January
Who's
because that's
got-
the only thing good about January.
How weird is it? Like the younger version of Girl Scouts are called brownies, right?
Right?
And they
now
sell
have their own
cookies.
cookie.
Why is it taking them like 40 years to do a brownie flavored cookie?
That's fair. I don't know.
Somebody was sitting in the idea room.
They're like,
and they
oh,
went,
why?
and the
what?
new guy says, "Why don't we do a brownie?"
Uh.
and they go, mind explosion. What?
What? Yes.
That guy got like immediately fast tracked.
Yep.
Yep.
The
He's now running
idea
the
chain.
company.
He's now running Girl Scouts. She's now.
I was going to
She.
say, why is it got to be a man?
No, she.
That's true. Thank you, Courtney, for setting us straight.
I said.
Well, I want your shirt. I think that's a fun shirt.
Well, here you go.
Oh, he's not
Columbus-
giving me a shirt. He's giving me a ticket to go buy my own shirt.
They're $19.99. Available in the main gift shop by the entrance.
I wonder if this would get me a shirt.
No, it'll get you into the gift
Really?
shop to buy a shirt.
All right, fair. Fair.
I
I
also
like it.
highly recommend the manatee socks.
I think I'd probably buy the manatee socks.
So,
Do they have a girl version?
I mean, they're just socks.
Oh.
Kind of for everyone.
Okay.
The best shirt they had, though, I almost bought it. It was like a cartoon otter dressed like Harry Potter, and it said Harry Otter.
No.
Aw, that's cute.
No. That's so funny.
James really likes
It was so stupid. It was hilarious. I almost bought it.
You're such a nerd. This is
Yeah.
why we love you.
Yeah.
That's cute though.
Harry Otter.
Did it have a
Yeah, I mean,
Scar
it was
and
the
everything?
full
full?
Harry
like it.
Potter regalia.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. All right. Well, on that note, with Harry Otter, we
Yeah.
probably should get out of here for the day. So thanks for the zoo tour.
You're
That was
welcome.
very fun. But the best way, of course, is to see it yourself.
Yeah, so
And we have tickets for free right here. So all you have
Stop
to
by.
do is come in and stop by
Yeah.
the radio building, say I'd like some Columbus Zoo tickets or African Safari Wildlife Park tickets, and you're golden.
Heck yeah, man.
When do you ever get anything for free?
Nothing.
Today
Never.
you do.
I mean, I guess today, obviously, but aside from that, never.
Correct. So, all right. Well, have a great day. Remember, do not walk through the standing water. Do not drive through the standing water, and stop
Or-
for all school buses.
Also, do not walk through the fresh pavement if they get to that anymore.
That
today.
too.
They're doing that quick though.
Yeah.
Huron.
Well,
was
Huron's
just done.
Yeah. They were.
Yeah, Red Thompson was on the scene yesterday.
Was he?
getting the shots and videos and stuff. We'll probably talk about that more tomorrow with Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came to work and they had gotten down to the layer that they needed, and when I went home from work, it was already blacktopped.
Oh, great.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty cool. So, all right. Yeah. And if you are bored today and want some adventure, go watch them pave the road
There you go.
here in Jackson.
Yeah, do that. If you're that
Or you
bored,
can watch the
if you're
grass
that
grow.
bored, come ask
Yeah,
for
come
zoo
get
tickets.
come get a zoo ticket. We'll help you out. All right.
Setting up lawn chairs, watching the road.
It's like
grow.
an Apple Festival parade.
That's the outside version of watching paint dry.
Gotta
Yeah.
sitting in your lawn chair with an umbrella watching the road grow.
Hey, weirder things have happened. So, all right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will be back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So stay dry, and we'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.